Hey y'all, it's now Friday the 25th, and not so fast, Bob. I'm feeling pretty good about my laydown future now. That's a picture Richard took when I was sitting in the go-kart here. He steadied everything while I got up into the go-kart, just laid right on the floor tray. And then he set the fuel tank in place, and we're pretty excited about what was going on there. Look how low I am, man. I can't believe how low you can get laying right on the floor tray. You look at the steering wheel. It's literally the bottom of it is 3 inches above my gut. That's how much lower you get laying right on the floor tray, man. Unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable. We were on the right track with the flat bottom seat, even though the seat itself is too physically large. I got in there between the motor and the fuel tank, and I'm going to be able to use the fuel tank. It's kind of like what we did on the Yamaha dog. And we'll weld some tabs in here. We'll weld some tabs in, and we'll put a piece of aluminum in here for our rear end. You got 1 3/4 up to about 4 inches just past the bar here with some foam padding we'll put right on the tank, and that'll be our hip bolster. Our rear, this is what we had set up for the rear. I made a little template here. Rich took a ton of pictures. Let me show you some more of the pictures. He just took a ton of pictures here of us laying in, how far we were from the side, away from the pipe, away from the body work on the left side, which is here. Just how much room we've got from everything. How far away with this, how are we sinking into the foam here? I kind of had holding myself up a little bit because the foam is kind of soft and we could kind of shrink down into it, which would end up start pitching our eyes toward the sky instead of sitting. But I tell you, laying right down in here without squashing anything down, being able to look straight forward and not looking at the sky. My eyes were actually below this level right here. It was absolutely amazing. This thing, 3 inches from my gut, from my big old gut, 3 inches we can lower this steering wheel. Sorry, Bob. Sorry to take the phone call. Do the phone call this afternoon, and give you the impression that poor Robert. Sit up, Robert is my future, and it is. It is. I got the 250 and the CIK cart, but I'm not done with the laydown. Laying in there while Richard's taking measurements, I told him, I said, "Listen, dude, as big as I am, as heavy as I am, this is the Daytona setup right here." It felt fast just laying right down underneath all that bodywork again after all these times, and then you lose some weight, and it's just going to be even better. Super excited. Hey to John West. John got his European package yesterday, and it showed up. So he was at home after making sure the wife was set up with some home care and stuff. Run down the street to the shop. I've been there. Cool little place. Minutes from his house down the street. And he's tore open his box and had a couple of guys from work come over and help him start putting the cart together. He's super duper excited about his new model cart and the prospect of how much quicker it's going to be just from seat of the pants driving it on a foreign track compared to seat of the pants driving his current cart on American track. So I'm excited that he's excited at his age, and you all should be. If you're a karter and you're concerned about the future of our sport, you should be excited that I'm excited and that Johnny's excited, because us gray-haired guys are the ones that are keeping this thing afloat. The punk kids don't have any money. They got no ambition and no wherewithal to keep this stuff going. So we are the current future. The short-term future is still us. There is no new guys coming to take over. There are some younger guys in the Yamaha classes, but if they never get out of those Yamaha karts and experiment into the super kart stuff and into bigger bore, faster 100cc stuff, then it's still going to crash and burn. So there you go. We are super duper fired up about what we got going on here. We're a little tight here We're a little tight here, so some of the issue we had was the water, obviously water pipes. This sticking out as far as it is from here. And obviously this was kind of like into our shoulder as we worked the lever here, and this thing was moving while we were laying in it. Yeah, we were laying right on top of it. So if we can move the shift cable up top and inboard, at least here, you know, then our shield or whatever we put for this bolster, for our shoulder bolster on this side, can literally be right here. And if we have to, we'll take the starter nut off and we'll put the nut back on and we'll go ahead and start it off the axle again if we have to. But I am super duper excited. Last night, depressed, bummed out. This afternoon, this morning, hemming and hawing about where my baby's going to spend the rest of her days in a storage unit and then eventually on the wall of my next building, shop, whatever you want to call it. Now I have renewed interest. We can lay right up against the side of this tank. We're right up in there. I would like to have just a little more of this cut out for the elbow, down lower, right? Just like this, but down, have it come down some more. Give us a little more room. I told Rich we put the straight edge from here all the way across to here, simulating the underside of the top of the side panel. And we can cut it in half and just add 1.5 inches to the middle of the tank and raise it up, which will give us a little more volume, and then we're going to take a little volume out, capacity, to make me a little more comfortable. But being a Daytona car, we got till December. We don't have to drive this kart again if we don't have the time, if it doesn't work out. Again, now this car, October. We're shooting for, would be nice to take it for a ride in October, just to shake everything down that we changed, make sure, you know, I won't fall out of it or whatever, not having a seat in it like we're used to. So I thought all these boxes, batteries and BS and tie rods and BS, I can't even feel it. I can't even feel them. And I'm in shorts here, not wearing a suit. So if it isn't an issue laying right here, it's not going to be an issue on the racetrack with a suit on. So we're super duper excited about how low we got, how much we can bring the steering right back down. I'm folks, to bring this down 3 inches, I've only got about 3/4 of an inch here. I'm going to have to cut a shorter nut bar, or I'm going to have to cut that one down. We're never going to go back to the other way of doing things. Now that we know how low we can get, and looking at that picture, we look just darn near like one of these 100cc Yamaha guys. Let's get back to the picture we were looking at. See that one there. You look at my shoulders, my gut is and I'm holding, the reason I'm not holding the steering wheel is because I'm holding the side panel up. As you can see here, it's kind of down a little bit. I was just holding this up to get an idea of if I was down, and man, I'm telling you, the whole torso and everything is right down low. Look at that. Look at that, man. You can't even see my face past the steering wheel. I'm right down in that thing. Right down in it. Heck, the head is level with the bottom of my helmet. You know? So I'm super excited. I'm as excited as John with his new toy. Made a point with John. John agrees that Richard says, "Oh, man, what a bummer. You wasted all that time and money making that seat." No. See, I got the Emic laydown that we're going to build up, and what we'll do is we'll start with the seat and a steering wheel, and we'll build everything else out around it. That's what you would do with the new car. What we're trying to do it ass backwards here, folks. We're trying to wedge, like I told John, a 10-pound bag of sand into a 2-pound hole, and it doesn't want to go. So I think we're on the right track. This car is going to be a lot more G-force than a Yamaha without having the real seat in it, the no seat. But if it's a Daytona only car, we just want to go fast on the oval. The road course, it's only really 2 turns that really, 2 or 3, 2 turns. The 2 horseshoes, you deal with some G-force. The dog leg is a piece of cake. as far as I'm concerned. And the one going up on the oval is a bit rough anyway. So, I mean, you know, you're never going to be happy there. So we're pretty excited about what we got going on, especially that I don't have to put her to night sleepy time. So it'll be a work in progress. We'll plug away on this. After Gingerman, we'll get, you know, a little more into it. Just going to take some engineering notes. We've already taken some measurements, wrote them down. We know what we're going to do here. Instead of shifting down below, we're going to be shifting up top. Bring it, rotate it around, and we'll bring the lever in and up. So everything is further that way, and just low profiling everything. Nothing to be sticking out past this point. Right? This would be the widest point right here. And I think that's going to help. I think that'll help us get away with what we're trying to do. I mean, if we got a shoulder bolster that's no further than this here, you know, and it can't move, we should be okay. We should be okay. So there you go. We're in 11 minutes. We're already overtime. So Godspeed, God bless. Thanks for the prayers. See, I told you to get better. I told you, didn't I? Don't worry, it'll get better. You watch. And it did. Praise the Lord. Thank God. Hang in there, y'all. We're praying for you. I'm tickled. I just tickled to death. This is too cool. Too cool.